Oh, hey there. Cory Mann, Poseidon Ponds Landscaping. Coming to you from one of my favorite places. This is the Waterloo State Park here in Michigan. And this is the Spring Pond Trail. I remember this from when I was a little kid. And I just loved this area. And I think it's part of what drew me to find my passion and find my career in my life. It's places like this. Behind me, some people might look at this as just a swamp, just a wetland, in some cases a vernal pool. This is where I found my passion, nature. Obviously, a lot of things are going on right now in the world, and everything's pretty crazy. There's a lot of anxiety and stress, and a lot of things that clearly most of us don't understand, myself included. There's been times where I've certainly been agreeing with the masses and being fearful of things and worried about stuff. And one of my true places that I always come to just kind of clear my head and forget about what's happening in the world is out here in nature. What I wanted to today is shoot this video to get some things off my chest. I appreciate everybody who supports me and follows me and everything else. The message that I want to give today, I want you to share. We know with everything that's going on right now that we have to make so many changes. We've got to do so many things different. But deep down inside of me, the one true thing that I know that we need to do is protect nature. So many things that we're doing is harming this thing that keeps us alive, that brought us to where we are, our million years of evolution. And majority of human nature is to act like this is ours, like we own it, and we can do whatever we want to it. We hear everything about needing more tests, needing more vaccinations, and everything. And I don't disagree with all that stuff. I 100% agree with all of that. But this should be our priority. We wouldn't have as many problems as we're having now if we truly understood what a delicate balance there is around us. And the things that we are doing are disturbing that balance. There are so many things happening around the globe and even in our own backyards that is causing stuff like this to happen. I know that sounds crazy, and we know that supposedly it came from a market and everything like that. Let's be honest, those were wild animals. These viruses, this specific family of viruses seems to come from bats, right? So bats are unhealthy. Bat numbers are declining. Their food sources are declining. They're running out of food. They're eating things that they normally wouldn't eat to survive, just like we would survive. A lot of these viruses and these different things, Lyme disease, wasting disease with the deer, the white-tailed deer here in Michigan, it's our fault. It's the things that we're doing. We act like I said, nature is ours, but it's not. We should be the stewards of nature. We should be the ones protecting it and letting it do its thing and coexisting in it, but we don't. And it's a big problem, and it's getting worse. To me, I look at this particular instance, like I said, I don't necessarily look at these as specific facts of the situation, but from some of the things that I've read, this virus obviously originally most likely came from the waste of a bat but they truly believe that this is probably from a pangolin, which is an endangered animal. We should be asking ourselves, what is an endangered animal doing in a market? It's not right. And I'm thankful to have read a recent article that talked about how right now the legislation in China has ended the sale of wild animal in markets. Hopefully that means just overall, and that different things evolve from that. Not saying I'm against eating meat or anything like that. It's just that we need to understand more about what we're eating and what we're doing to those environments. These are animals that are living in highly polluted environments. Their food sources are polluted, their air is polluted, and they're sick. They're not healthy animals, and then we eat them, or we're around them, and we cause these problems. So I wanted to shoot this live video. It's been a long time since I shot a live video. Most of my live videos are about the things that I do. I did shoot a live video about the health of a specific lake that I was by, and I got a lot of views on that, and I hope that out of those views and all the shares that people did, that people understand the importance of taking care of our water. Okay? We have to focus on these things and make sure that all these things that we don't understand or we think we understand, we need to look deeper into. And we need to realize that this delicate balance in many cases needs to be left alone or given the aid that it's needed. This system behind me can be thrown off by one missing component. That's all it takes. One thing here could disrupt this whole balance in here, and things could die. Things could get out of control. Maybe one species thrives over another. It's all about balance, and that's what's not happening anymore, is this balance. And that's how we exist on this planet, is all about balances. We've got balances inside of us that we're not taking care of. In particular, with all this craziness going on and stuff, I looked it up. 674,000 people die a year in the United States alone from heart disease. That's terrifying. That's 74 people a day are dying from heart disease. That's because they're not balanced. They don't have the balance inside of them. They're doing something that's causing it. Yes, some stuff is genetic, definitely. But most of this is fixable, and it's all about balance. And that's the stuff that we need to understand. We need to look deeper into. And we wouldn't have to be fearful of so many of these different situations that are occurring around us. So I could go on and everything like that, but I just really wanted to get it out there. You know, my thoughts and how I was feeling. You may not share them, and I understand that. But please, you know, share this. It's important. I have 3 kids now, a 4th on the way. Each one of my kids, I do as much as I can to teach them all about it. It's so important. It's just incredible the things that I see happening. So not to be completely negative, there's a lot of great innovation. There's a lot of great things happening. I see this younger generation having this passion that I do for nature, and they're realizing, you know, so much and how important it is. We need to get them out here. We need to get them to our state parks. We need to teach them. We need to show them the importance and the balance that exists around us so that we can all do our part to protect it, to keep it balanced so that we can all enjoy it for generations and generations, and we can all stay healthy. So thank you today for watching. I'm happy to do more of these. I'm happy to answer questions. I feel like it's the best way for me to be heard. The people that know me closely, I have a lot to say. I have a ton of information in my head. Sometimes to the point where I can drive them nuts, but obviously I'm passionate about it. I care so much about others and this, and I want everybody to feel that same love, that same passion. So thank you so much. Reach out to me, message me on Facebook, post your comments. Let's get this spread around. Yes, we need more tests, we need more stuff, we need more protection, we need all that stuff, but this is what we need. We need this. We need this to be healthy. So thank you. Enjoy.